Hello and welcome to Patrick's Models and Transport. Right, we're continuing some work here on the Skoda 706 Liaz tractor unit. As you can see, I painted the grey paint on the front wheels came very nice, and the red reduction hubs on the rear wheels also came nice. And they're good because they sort of cut away that, but this kind of silvery plastic is actually quite realistic as a colour. Of course, the white metal shiny front wheels were absolutely out of place on such a lorry. I doubt they would have ever been fitted with alloy front wheels like some contemporary trucks are, and grey was typical. When fitted with disc wheels, they were usually painted grey. I've seen quite a few of these lorries. Generally, the Liaz tipper trucks, either 4x2 or 4x4 in Hungary. Not seen any of the more recent ones with the disc wheels in Romania. In Romania, I saw some of the older Skoda 706 lorries with the Trelex wheels. Generally, still older specialist vehicles like gully emptiers and auxiliary vehicles for trams, etc. And because once Romania started making its MAN licensed built Roman, Autocamione Brasov Roman and DAC range, they stopped importing other heavy trucks that they already produced from the other socialist bloc countries. The socialist bloc countries were organized in an economic community. In Italy, we knew it by the acronym Comecon. The official acronym is actually different, and I don't remember the Romanian one. But when we finish these jobs on this lorry, I'll actually make a presentation video on the layout of these three Skoda 706 Liaz trucks that I have in my collection, with a potted history of the brand, of the model, and talking also about the social and economic context that they were developed in. So back to the model now. Rear reduction hub came very nicely, as I was saying, and what I'm going to do, I'm going to paint the front nut ring, protection ring, red. Because that's would be a typical solution on lorries. Very often you paint that in a contrasting colour, or it could be chrome plated, but very often in a contrasting colour, and you have the reduction hub also in red. And that's a very nice finish, you know, grey bodywork, grey wheels, grey cab, grey wheels, red chassis and red hubs. Okay, now what we've got to do, what we're doing right now, I took the wheels off, the back wheels off, because I have to fit the mudguard that I cut. The mudguard that I cut, and I gave it a coat of I gave it a coat of what do you call this stuff here, of surface primer last night, and then a coat of red, but as you can see it's come off because this is aluminium, and aluminium is pretty difficult stuff to paint. That's one of the problems of aluminium. I already cut this. It's a tea light holder, and I cut it and already bent it in shape. So what I'm going to do now, I have to glue this onto there using glue and glaze, and then we'll actually finish painting it once it's in place. So I had sort of glued it before, but wasn't wanting to stay, and so I interrupted, I restarted the video, and I'm just going to clean this gunky glue off here now and put another spot of glue on my bit of paper I'm working on, and we'll just redo this operation together. Actually, this glue that I fitted before is sort of sticky. It's a harder sticky, it's sort of set a bit, and this will actually help me keep the thing in position. So let's add another spot of glue to this piece of scrap paper here, just there, and just a tiny drop, we don't need much, and then get this thing here in position. because I'm going to do the rest of the painting, the red paint, with the mudguard in place, because there's no point in. Anyway, glue and glaze, PVA glue is you can paint it, so it's perfect. But it might, now the aluminium is bare, the paint peeled off. Right, I'm going to just stand this in position. See if we can convince it to stay where it should stay. It's always very tricky doing these things. I have to also be very careful to see that the wheel fits, because I just took the wheel out now. I want to make sure that it's not touching the wheel, so I'm just going to drop the wheel in position. And that seems to be okay. Is it? Let's get a magnifying glass to try and see. Yep, the wheel isn't fouling the mudguard. I'm going to take the mudguard out again. Actually, this mudguard sticks out too far. Why is that? So, I think we're just going to do this. We'll fit it a little bit. Don't tell me I've made it too. It sticks out too far. I'll have to cut a bit off. Yep, I'll have to cut a bit off this. Righto, boys, let's cut a bit off right now, and I even know which part. It's already scissors. I'm trying to just glue it in position with a glue and glaze. It's sort of not to make extra bracing and other odds and ends, it's just that's off. Let's just give it another wee bend. I mean, it is a bit of old mudguard on the semi-trailer, which can be pretty battered and bent out of shape. These parts never look healthy on a working lorry, so we don't really need to be too fussy. But you know, we're making a model kit, but we're fixing a model, so it's always nice to do things properly. Try and make the miniature world perfect, don't we? Stay there and don't move. The other idea would even be sort of feasible, a bit of bracing, but I can't be bothered. And I know I've glued things on using metal onto plastic using glue and glaze on previous occasions. Maybe now I've cut too much off it. Or no. Oh, maybe that's good. I think that might be the job. Let's see. If we can keep this boy here in position like that. That's quite nice. What do you say? Let's see how the wheel sits. I'd say that's rather good. That's okay, perfect. So now all we need to do is to let this thing here set. What I'm actually going to do, I'm going to add some more glue here at the side to sort of cement it in position here. There. That nice film of glue will keep it in place. And this way we've not wasted any material. I'm quite pleased about that. We might add another wee spot here, and here is nicely glued on, so we don't need to go bonkers. I think that's nice. Okay, so we're just going to let this thing here set. I think we'll just prop it up on this rubber. That way it doesn't stays nice and straight. Okay, and there's the wheels. So that's done. So once this is set properly, we'll finish painting. We'll paint it red and we'll do the front hubs as well. And and then we have to build the spare wheel support here at the back, the one that's missing, you know, the one that's we see on this is the original version molding. We have to make this support for the spare wheel, and I have to decide what to use, 12mm diameter something to make the spare wheel. Thinking whether to use, probably a washer would do the job, even if it's not really 12mm, it might be even under 12mm. I mean, it's the same, it'll be realistic enough. Okay, very well, so that's done. I'm off to get some lunch now. If you like the video, give it a like, subscribe to the channel, share the video, click the notification bell, etc, etc. I've not been saying these things lately, but I see that they should be said every now and again, so okay, just do all the good stuff. Cheerio and see you next time. Ciao, ciao.